Hi, you guys. Before I get started, I just wanted to say I'm working with another deck that I'm gonna be looking to donate. So far, I've had 2 out of 2 get snapped up, and that really makes me happy. Now I'm getting them all ready to mail. Kind of exciting. This is the next one. It's called the Cosmic Slumber Tarot. And again, I like it a lot. I have not used it a lot. This one I actually have all the boxes and the booklets and the whole schmear. Often I don't. I'll box the ones that I don't have the boxes for as best I can. Yeah, it's a beautiful deck. It's very bright colors. It shuffles really easily. Again, I don't really know why I haven't used it more. I think I've used it maybe twice before. Nice deck. So, and I was thinking Cosmic Slumber. I mean, let's just go with that. I talk a lot about the dreamscape. I go through periods of not remembering my dreams, and then great long stretches of just very, very vivid dreams. And, whether or not we remember them, they're still unfolding. They're this sort of psyche story to itself. And Fritz Perls, Gestalt therapy, wonderful psychologist, talked about, now my mind's gone completely blank. Isn't that bizarre when that happens? Fritz Perls. He's brilliant. I have no idea. Woohoo! Like, Cosmic Slumbers. Oh, I know what it was. Fritz Perls. You're every character in the dream. If you're dreaming that you're chased into the woods by a monster, but you're confronted with the happy woodsman who takes you to the hut and so forth. Woo! You're every character in the dream. You're the one running from the monster. You're the monster. You're the woodsman. You're the hut. You're the woods. You're all of it. It's your psyche. That's where it's coming from. So every player in the dream is an element of your psyche. And a lot of it's shadow work. It's stuff that you don't acknowledge. So it kind of goes underground into your subconscious, and it comes out in dreams. And it's not always the monster chasing you. It's the, I had a dream the other day of running into a guy I knew in high school and did not have a big relationship with, except for the fact that he suddenly, senior year, started taking me. We were in a college town. We weren't supposed to go to the college on campus. And, he was a good boy. I was sort of known as being a push the boundary girl. But he's the one who said, let's go to the college cafeteria and I'll buy you a grilled honey bun. And I'm like, really? I mean, I barely knew him. I liked him a lot. He was a nice guy. So for a few weeks, he just courted me with honey buns. I just thought he was the best. I had a dream about him recently. And yes, it was about him, but it was about the part of my psyche to do with honey buns and sweetness and, the high school romances that never were but could have been, and you don't know why. Why you ended up with the people you ended up with, I still don't really get that. So let's go. Golden Slumbers. Cosmic Slumbers. Cosmic Slumbers. First card out. Ace of Swords. What a nice way to start. See what I mean about the colors? I mean, they happen to match me, but they're just so vibrant. Ace of Swords points in the right direction. It's some kind of opportunity. I see it almost like the compass needle. It'll point in the right direction. Swords are about clarity, analytical thought, the ability to envision something. Aces speak to one often, the individual, your direction, your vision of what your direction is. Ace of Swords could be dealing with an air sign. You could be an air sign. Signs are less important than the energy, which is clear and communicative and truth-telling and aligned. Good stuff. All right, so tell us about these are a bit bigger than your average deck. Tell us about the, Ace of Swords. Hermit. Okay, the right direction is inward. Hermit is the sage energy of going within for wisdom. So you have that archetype, but in 3D, here's the new idea, the clarity. The beginning of wisdom, the opportunity for wisdom. And I notice here there's a tiny little person on the hilt of the sword. Not sure. So Hermit is the inward turning sage energy. Boy, these are, wow. That's very slippery. Maybe that's why I haven't handled them enough to get them tacky. Temperance. But look at what we're drawing out. This is a card of balance. Boy, there's so many. Of balance and healing. Equal give and take. Equal energies. The tempering of two things. Sort of alchemical in that way. And I see her stepping lightly on this path. It's almost like a dancing step. It's a fire sign, and here's the lion, the Leo element. And there's it looks like Aquarius back here, an eagle of some kind. I don't quite understand that. But it's sort of like this sword energy, that eagle clarity. When you're on the path, see the path there? And this is the hermit is, a path walker. Also a torchbearer. He bears the light. Traditional right away to lantern. Here it's just a wand. The direction, wand's energy, is within to get the truth. And you can bring it out into the world and speak it and know it and use it to point to other people. This is what I think, or this is what I've said, or swords are about speech, thought. But this is fire balance, divine timing. And it might have been, because Hermit, goes into a kind of psychic retreat, but then comes back into the world, back down this path, balanced, having gained some kind of understanding, some wisdom. And it's a truth that I think you can now speak. Wow. Hierophant. This is the card of the teacher, of the guru. Here are the little sort of devotees down here, which is one reason I always am a little about this card, because, it can mean an authority figure. somebody that makes you feel small. It could also be your own higher power that you're acknowledging and, taking a knee. But the way this character is sort of got their hand on their chest, there's something a little overblown. It can be traditional belief system. Here's a belief. It's the traditional belief system. And hermit is not. Hermit is the mystic, the sage. Now, it could be getting these two in balance, reconciling them. Tradition, hierarchy, if you will, and the sage energy. Not from the group do I get the authority. I get it from within. I suspicion this is that kind of authoritarian element of Hierophant. And we've got this enormous blob. Enormous blob, here we go. Under Ace of Swords, we have Fool. That's lovely. Aces mark the new beginning. Fool is the the 0 card in the Major Arcana, the very first. The Fool's Journey. I'm sorry, sorry about that. I had it like so in your face. And he's stepping right off the precipice. Not a care in the world. Foolish, perhaps? Driven in that fire energy way of impulse? A little bit reckless, like Knight of Wands is a bit reckless. But this is the new beginning and the willingness to take the risk. The new beginning. Based on a new understanding, I'm guessing. Under Temperance, we have High Priestess. Wow. Many major arcana coming out. High Priestess is the intuitive, divine feminine energy. The receptive, the one who kind of sees in the dark through the veil. She looks right into the mystery. And in this one, sees through the veil. This isn't usually depicted, but I love it. She's actually got a veil over her eyes. All the moon imagery. Card of Cancer. I also think sometimes Pisces. Libra. All the divine feminines. Moon coming up. New moon in Aquarius. Is supposed to be a biggie. And especially for anybody, as I understand from listening to astrologists who know what they're talking about, for people with prevalent Virgo in their chart. Two huge hitting cards of spirituality. Both of them indicating a kind of a withdrawal, because High Priestess doesn't speak about it. She can see into it. And Hermit is in retreat. So there's a kind of silence implicit in both. Woo! Boy, and I'm sorry, it's just, I'm not familiar with the imagery and it's good, so I just want to double check what I'm looking at. Okay, she's got a book in one hand, and then there's this actual portal in her. There's a door opening and a figure. It's about being able to see into yourself, too. You're not just about looking at what's happening with the other people involved, you know. On Ace of Swords, again, lovers. Lovers. It's an air energy, sword energy, card of Gemini, card of the twins, of unity within you, masculine and feminine energies in balance, you know, which allows you to come into union with somebody else who's likewise imbalanced. In balance. Aligned, Ace of Swords. Aligned, you know, in truth. There's no dissembling here. You know, you're not having to bend yourself into a shape in order to make this match. Okay, on Fool, please. We have the universe, the world card. I mean, I'm just gobsmacked. So many major arcana. This is the ultimate portal. Fool is stepping through. Even weirder. This is, sorry, yeah. First card in the major arcana. Last card in the major arcana. The Fool's journey all the way through to the end. Through the portal and on to the next in a kind of spiral-like movement. Where it's an ascension. You're never coming right back around the track to the same place. You're different, time has passed. And that's advancement, right? It's not being trapped in a cycle. New beginning, culmination. Mind blown. Oh yeah. Okay. And look at her just bursting through. That's a card of fulfillment, of joy. On Hierophant, please. We have Six of Cups. This is a card of the soulmate, or the wish for the soulmate. You know, these cups are kind of lined up, and this one is effervescing, as if it's releasing the sweetness into the air. Six of Cups often indicates a return, but I think this is more like the prayer for the return. You know, the messages your heart is sending out, or somebody's is, to call in the soulmate. On Hierophant, wow. Well, Hierophant also can mean a marriage. Calling in the soulmate. Or letting go of a traditional relationship or marriage and kind of releasing your feelings and in this sort of effervescent whoosh into the air. There's something about a release that allows for this Fool's journey, this new way of thinking, Ace of Swords, the new path, great insight, ability to see behind the veil with this kind of clarity. And lovers can be a choice, and it's great clarity about a choice. You choosing each other. And it's a spiritual connection. It's not to say it's not passionate, but it's a spiritual connection. This is on Temperance. We have Princess of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. The opportunity for this to come through in a small way. It's not insignificant. But there is something sort of shy about it. Like she's not looking Whomever she's gifting, she's not looking in the eye. She's showing up, he, she, they, maybe an earth sign, but it's tentative. I think that was clarifying High Priestess, but honestly, I don't really remember. That's where I'm going to put it. So on the basis of this seeing through the veil and seeing into, one's inner workings and understanding them, because she has both that doorway opening and the book. She's the keeper of the mystery. And I think there's this kind of tentative, can I step out through this doorway? Out of the behind the veil place into the world. And manifest this new kind of love. Ace of Swords, Lovers, Fool, Six of Cups. On Temperance, we have the Knight. And in this deck, this is an extra card. It's not Moon card, similar to Moon card. But you see how in this one, in the Moon, there's a submersion in the water. In this one, it's head above water, chin above water. So overwhelmed by feelings and drowning in the tears. Again, Alice in Wonderland image of where when she's small, she starts to cry and begins to drown in her own tears. But Temperance, Major Arcana card of healing, says, no, we got this. We're coming back into balance based on some kind of wisdom that we got not in the mix. Had to withdraw from the mix in order to make this choice to come into this lover's relationship. Let's find out why Hermit. Two of Swords. Well, there was an important decision to be made that had to be made from this place of this kind of wisdom. There was a crossroad moment, and you may have gone into retreat. If not physically, pulled back to gain the wisdom, to make the decision. We have Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. Those sort of consecutive numbers indicate on the right track. And this time I see, usually it's somebody blocking the way. I don't get that off of this card. I get a sort of like an antenna, or, dowsers who douse for water have two wands. And when you get to the water source, they either go like this or sometimes they cross. When they're feeling for the energy, they'll waver. They get to the water source. Woo, they go back that way. It's a kind of dowsing. Appealing to the energies of the universe to talk to you, sword energy, through your intention to open the communication. This is like, show me the way, talk to me. And you go inside. And you get the spoken word. Clarity. Loving this read, and we have two more. And they are Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. This time it's, I'm sorry, it's not Five of Cups, it's Two of Cups. I saw the You know, again, this wash of emotion, and I thought it was a sea of tears. Well, may have been. The two are very close. You know, Five of Cups, Two of Cups. In the depiction of Five of Cups in Rider-Waite, the person is focused on the three spilled, not on the two that are right there behind. This is moving out of that state of mourning into connection. Lovers can, I mean, you guys, come on. Lovers connection. Two of Cups, lovers. Six of Cups. And Wheel of Fortune. Indeed, landing is in that Two of Cups place. I mean, I'm waiting too, you know. I'm right there with you. But the cards say, yeah, it's the time. Temperance is also divine timing. Two major arcana cards of divine timing. I think there's a countdown, and it may be 2 days, Two of Swords, pretty fast. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. I mean, the only Pentacles energy which would slow it down is this tentative, something tentative about how small the offer is coming through into 3D, given all this major arcana energy behind it. That's almost too much. But not quite. I mean, it's just enough. This is the beginning. After all this, 5D psychic energy, here it comes. Pentacles, card of Virgo. Virgo upcoming. The message coming through. A gift, a token, a something small that signifies, it's sort of like the acorn that holds the mighty oak. Get ready. I love you guys. Later. Oh yeah, if you want this deck, any donation, any tip of any size, gets you, I think, a pretty nice deck with just beautiful colors. No idea why I haven't used it more, but I hope you do. Get some use out of it. I think you will. Thanks, you guys. Till next time.